So, something I've been getting convicted over a lot recently is how I've talked about God like a couple times, sprinkled in videos here and there. But I think it's about time I make like a full video explaining basically why I've chosen to, follow God and give my life to God, and why, I've chosen to be a Christian, if that's how you want to put it. Because I don't really believe so much that it's fully the religion part, just because there's so many religions nowadays. But I believe it's a lifestyle, man. You got to choose to be a Christian and to do the best you can every day. And it's difficult. But knowing that God has already forgiven you, God has already forgiven all the shit that you've done wrong and will do wrong, that feels great, man. It feels great to know that He already knows I'm gonna fuck up. And because of that, He's already planned accordingly. He already has my path set up. Fails, the good things I do, the people that I help, the people I interact with, He's already got that all figured out. I just have to choose if I want to follow the path that He has set for me, or if I want to do my own thing. Because you have free will. It's not as simple as God has a path for you and that's what you have to do. The funny thing is, He knows you're going to fall off that path. He knows you're going to fuck up at least once or twice. It's like, that's just human knowledge. But because of that, it makes it really easy to just do shit. No matter what happens, I know I will probably fuck up. I will probably mess this up somehow. And God's gonna need to help my goofy ass, because I can only do so much by myself. We're only human. And humans, as much as we've done good, we're sinners. We sin every single day, whether you think so or not. It's like, let's say you walk by somebody in the store and you start judging them. They're a little overweight, so you start saying, oh, what a fatso. Like, how could you ever let your body get that bad? Blah, blah, blah. That's sinning. You have no right to judge them, because you do shit wrong too. We all do something wrong. Like, in the slightest, we sin every single day, whether you think so or not. It's like, if you, as a man, if you walk by a girl and you look at her ass, her boobs, you think any sexual thoughts about her, you have sinned. You have sinned in your heart, and because of that, you have sinned just as badly as you would have if you had gone and, slept with that girl. But at the same time, God already knows that. He's already forgiven you, man. You just have to show that you're trying to do better. Not just go and repeat the same thing, because then you're not actually making any difference. It doesn't change anything. But the major reason I want to bring this up is because I truly believe that, like I've said it in past videos, like I've said, I believe you need to have something that you believe in. For me, that's God, for very specific reasons, which I will make a longer video about this. I'm just kind of spaced on time right now, so I can only do so much. But nevertheless, honestly, God has changed my life. Like, trying to get closer to Him and trying to see what He has in store for me, in a sense. Because, like, I can't see the future. But I know if I keep following His path for me, and I keep doing the things I know I need to do, it is literally only a matter of time until I succeed with the things I want to succeed with, or need to succeed with. But, like, a couple examples. I know a lot of people watching this right now are going to be overthinkers, or people that overthink at least a little bit about certain things. Maybe it's a lot of things. But I'm an overthinker myself. So when I get into the little times where I overthink everything, and because of that, I just get stuck in basically thought loops. It's just the same thoughts over and over again, trying to find different ways to solve them, whatever it may be. But the problem is I end up just thinking about everything and not doing anything. A big thing that God has helped me with that is realizing that thoughts are just thoughts, man. They are only useful if you put them into, like, literal use. We have millions of thoughts every day. Some people may be billion, you never know. You never know how fast somebody's mind is going. But how many of those thoughts do they actually act on? Maybe 10, maybe 15, maybe 100, 200. But 200 out of a million is a very small percent. So in the end, so basically what I'm trying to say, like, let's wrap this whole thing up. What I'm trying to say is God has helped me a lot with overthinking, in the sense of I know what overthinking is going to do. I know if I overthink about certain things without actually doing anything about it, it's just overthinking. It's literally just thoughts. But if I can actually take a step back from that, usually pray about it, 9 out of 10 times, I know what I need to do. I know what I need to focus on. I know what I need to think about. And it's as simple as just following that. Because with a lot of people, it's like, whether you're Christian or not, my belief is God still has the path set for you. You're not abandoned. He's waiting for you to come back. So, in that time, he has set, like, a path that's best for you. A path that will benefit you the most and lead you to be the best person you can be. We just have to follow that. Like, it's one thing to have that entire path set up for you and to constantly try to walk on that. But it's another thing entirely when you have that path set up for you, you look at it, you look back at your path and you say, no, I like what I'm doing better. I like sleeping around, doing drugs, blah, 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 whatever it may be. But it's sin. And sin is not going to help you at all. It's like, that's one of the major things in today's society. Sin is pushed. Sin is pushed to feel good, to be a good thing a lot of the time nowadays. Like, I don't really care about gay people. I don't care if you're gay. I don't care if you're trans, your body, do your own thing. The problem is trying to push it on other people, man, and trying to push it on the kids. That is the problem. Kids cannot think for themselves. They are influenced by any adult that they see something or they're seeing you do something, they are automatically going to follow that a little bit because that's what they've seen the older people, the people that they are looking up to on how to act, they are going to start following that. And in my opinion, that's not a good thing. If you're gay, you're gay. Who gives a shit? I don't. I don't care if you're gay. I don't care if you're straight. But when you try to push on everybody else, you try to make it everybody else's problem, you try to make everybody else a part of your little sin brigade, that's no bueno. Nobody wants to be part of that unless they want to be a part of that. But at the end of the day, everybody has their own choice. You cannot force it on people and get mad when they don't want that. And I say that to say, sin is being normalized nowadays. It's like sleeping around, dating apps. This shit is all very normal. It's very socialized. It's very accepted nowadays. The whole gay thing, say what you want about it, but it has been very normalized in today's society. And if you talk back on it, if you don't agree with it, you get demonized. Everybody hates you. The problem is that they don't hate you for being gay. They hate you for trying to push that on everybody. For trying to make everybody else gay too. Like, just do your thing, man. Just do your thing and don't bother anybody and nobody's gonna give a shit. The problem being, though, it's still sexual immorality. In the Bible, it says sleeping with the same gender or sleeping with animals is disgusting. It's not good at all. And it doesn't matter to me if you have your own opinions about that. My opinions are my opinions. I believe what I believe. The Bible says it very specifically, and I follow that. So if you don't like it, then, don't watch me. That's just that. But I say all this to say, God has changed my life incredibly much. Like, the amount of differences and changes that I've had just in the past, 6 months to a year have been crazy. I'm a different person than I was, a year ago. My body's looking a lot better. I feel way better mentally, physically. Sure, there's times here and there where everything just kind of goes to shit. But at those points, it's that's really when you get tested. Are you going to fall back on the same shit that you know? Or are you going to fall back on God's work, which works? It's all up to you, man. For me, God has helped. God has made a major change and a major difference. I can't see myself going back to how I used to be. It's like I left that person behind for a reason. He wasn't a good person. I was very much an asshole, and still am a lot of the time. But it's finally something that I'm working on instead of just accepting as part of who I am or just who I am in general. It's like, it makes things a lot easier in a sense. Just for the fact that there's somebody constantly there in your corner. There's somebody constantly there to bring you back up, to make sure you're not falling. To make sure no matter how hard things get, you have backup, man. You got somebody in your corner 24/7. And not just anybody. So the person that created all this, if you could even call him a person, but the entity that has created this entire floating rock that we step on, every little thing on here, that came from God, man. And if you don't want that guy in your corner, I don't know what's wrong with you, because that is insane to me. It's like having a game developer on your side when you're trying to set a world record for a game. They're going to know 90% of how to do that. They're going to know what ways to go. They built the map. They know exactly what to do right, what to do wrong, what you shouldn't fuck up with, what you should fuck up with, if you're supposed to fuck up on anything. I believe we are supposed to make mistakes. We are supposed to make mistakes, and we are supposed to learn from them. For the main reason that God will give you stuff to test you. Not so much, let me change that a little bit. The devil will throw shit at you to test you. And God will sometimes let that go. He will let the devil test you to see if your faith is strong enough. To see if you actually have faith, or if you're just, putting on an act when things are easy. Your faith will heavily be tested. Being Christian is not easy for the fact that you're always going to be tested. You're never going to have a time where everything's just good. You will always have tests. So be prepared. But those tests all have payoffs. They all have benefits. It's just up to you on whether you can realize them or whether you let them just go. So I will touch on this a little more in my next coming videos. But I say all that to say, you need something to fucking believe in. Excuse my cussing, but genuinely, you need something to actually put your energy into, to believe, to know that there's somebody that's got your fucking back. If shit goes wrong. Humans, a lot of the time, are not trustworthy. We're sinful creatures, man. And because of that, the only person that we can fully trust is the Lord. Not even yourself. You cannot trust you. You look at where trusting yourself has gotten you. You're not in the place you want to be. And if you are, there's still more you can do. There's always more you can do. So why trust yourself so much when doing that has led you to where you are now? In the same fucking place you've always been. So instead of that, have a little faith, man. Have a little faith in God that everything's gonna be okay. My bad. Alarm went off, so my fucking video got cut. But I'll end this off and say, have a good one, y'all. Believe in something. If you don't want to believe in something, then at the very least, start just trying to be a better person. Like, look at today's world and look at the bad things. Do you want to be a part of that? I don't. So yeah, God bless y'all. See y'all in the next one.